Today we're going to make Sicilian pizza dough. It's actually from a recipe from my grandmother that's from Palermo, Italy. It is a fantastic pizza dough. You're just going to love it. I'm going to use my bread machine today, and my bread machine makes about 1.5 pound loaf. I'm not going to bake it in it, of course. I'm just going to use it for the dough cycle. So I'm going to start off with, of course, my pan from my bread dough machine. And I'm going to put 1.5 cups of lukewarm water. And don't forget, I want you to put 1 more tablespoon of water in that. So it's 1.5 cups of water plus 1 tablespoon of lukewarm water. And it's best to do that. It's easy to put it in your microwave to get it to lukewarm. The next thing that I'm going to do is I'm going to put in 1.5 teaspoons of white sugar. And I'm going to put that right into the liquid, into the lukewarm water. When I'm done with that, I'm going to put 1.5 teaspoons of regular table salt. Next, I'm going to start with my flour. Now this is the tricky part. What you want to do is you do want to purchase bread flour. It's going to be for the best raising properties in it, and you're going to enjoy it a lot more than using regular. So buy bread flour. Now I know a lot of people don't like gluten, but if you really want to have the best dough possible, you can purchase at specialty stores a gluten flour designed for pizza dough or breads. But again, bread flour will work great. What you're going to use is 4 1/4 cups of bread flour or your high gluten flour, whatever you prefer. And I'm going to put that into the machine right now. So again, 4 1/4 cups of flour going into the machine. And next, we're going to use 2 tablespoons of olive oil. It's going to be up to you. Do you want to use extra virgin or not? It really doesn't matter. But again, 2 tablespoons of olive oil. And I'm going to put that on the very corner of the flour mixture. And lastly, I'm going to use 2.5 teaspoons of dry yeast. Now you can buy your packages. If you do, you're going to need 2 packages, but I buy my yeast in bulk packages. So I'm using 2.5 teaspoons of yeast. What you're going to do is just make a small well or hole in the top of your flour, and that's exactly where I'm going to place my 2.5 teaspoons of yeast. And I'm going to put it into my machine, and I'm going to just set it for the dough cycle. And on my particular machine, the dough cycle is 1 hour and 20 minutes. This machine, as I just started it, is going to mix it, it's going to blend it, it's going to knead it, it's going to have its rest period, and it's going to have its rise period. Try this recipe. I think you're going to love it. You're going to be able to yield a 2 15-inch pizza doughs on it, or you could get a 12 by 17 square pizza dough out of it. You can make it as thin or as thick as you want. I really hope you enjoy this Sicilian pizza dough today, and if you do, please subscribe to my next video that I have out.